You're in the customs line. The officer opens your bag and pulls out an apple. That single piece of fruit just cost you $500. Every day, thousands of travelers get hit with shocking fines for packing everyday items they had no idea were banned. In this video, you'll discover 7 innocent items hiding in your luggage right now that could ruin your trip. Some will surprise you, others will shock you. Let's start with number 7. Item 7. Common over-the-counter medications. You're packing your regular medications for an international trip. Sudafed for allergies, prescription Adderall for ADHD, maybe some codeine-based cough syrup your doctor prescribed. All legitimate medications with proper prescriptions from licensed physicians. But you're about to learn that legal at home doesn't mean legal everywhere. Picture this nightmare scenario. You land in Tokyo with your ADHD medication, the same prescription you've taken for years. At customs, officers discover the amphetamine-based medication and arrest you for drug possession. In Japan, common ADHD medications are treated as controlled substances, and possession without special permits can result in imprisonment. Here's the shocking reality that catches law-abiding travelers. In the UAE, codeine-based cough syrup, available over the counter in many countries, is treated like heroin. Possession can result in 4-year prison sentences. In Singapore, even some common allergy medications containing pseudoephedrine are banned substances that can lead to serious legal consequences. The truth is, pharmaceutical laws vary dramatically worldwide, and ignorance isn't a legal defense. Travelers have been arrested, jailed, and deported for carrying medications that are perfectly legal and commonly prescribed in their home countries. We're not talking about drug smugglers. We're talking about people with legitimate medical needs and proper prescriptions. Here's what experienced international travelers do to protect themselves. Research every medication before you travel, no matter how common or innocent it seems. Get official letters from your doctor explaining medical necessity. Some countries require advance approval for common prescriptions, a bureaucratic hassle that's infinitely better than a foreign jail cell. Item 6. Tent stakes and camping gear. You're heading on that dream camping adventure you've planned for months. Your tent stakes are neatly packed in your carry-on alongside other camping essentials. After all, they're just outdoor equipment for a legitimate recreational activity. But to airport security, those innocent camping tools are classified as potential weapons. Here's the logic that catches outdoor enthusiasts off guard. Security doesn't see tent stakes as camping gear. They see sharp, pointed metal objects that could cause serious harm to passengers or crew. The fact that you're going camping is irrelevant to their threat assessment. The truth is, this restriction frustrates experienced campers constantly. They pack their carefully organized gear, arrive at security feeling prepared, and suddenly find themselves scrambling to repack, check bags, or even ship items home. What should have been a smooth departure becomes a logistical nightmare. Here's what makes this particularly tricky. The rules extend beyond obvious items like tent stakes, hiking poles, camp tools, multi-tools with blades, and even some camping cookware can trigger confiscation. Security errs on the side of caution, and sharp or pointed objects don't get the benefit of the doubt. So here's the move experienced outdoor travelers use. All camping gear with sharp edges, points, or potential weapon characteristics goes in checked luggage from the start. Plan ahead, pack accordingly, and never assume that innocent intent will override security protocols. Your adventure shouldn't end at the security checkpoint. Item 5. Electric toothbrushes with lithium batteries. Your electric toothbrush sits innocently in your toiletry bag, the same one you use every morning without a second thought. It's basic personal hygiene, nothing more. But that rechargeable device just became a potential fire hazard that could delay your entire flight. Here's the hidden issue most travelers miss. That rechargeable battery inside your toothbrush is lithium-ion technology, the same type that's caused fires on aircraft. While you can bring electric toothbrushes in carry-on luggage, problems arise when your carry-on gets gate-checked due to full overhead bins. Picture this common scenario. You're boarding a full flight, and the gate agent announces they need to gate-check carry-on bags. You hand over your bag, thinking everything's fine. But If that bag contains lithium batteries in the cargo hold, it violates safety regulations and could force the crew to locate and remove your bag before takeoff. The truth is, flight attendants are now specifically trained to identify these situations during gate check procedures. Miss this step, and your electric toothbrush could delay the entire flight while crew members search the cargo hold to remove it. That's not a situation you want to be responsible for. Here's what smart travelers do. Always pack electric toothbrushes in your personal item, the small bag that never leaves your side and never gets gate checked. If you must pack it in a larger carry-on, be prepared to remove it if your bag gets gate checked at the last minute. Item 4. Protein powder in large containers. You're health conscious and never travel without your protein powder. It's just nutrition, right? You've packed it in the original container, it's clearly labeled, and you have nothing to hide. But when you reach security, that innocent supplement just triggered a full bag search and potential confiscation. Here's what's really happening when security sees large powder containers. To their trained eyes, powders over 12 ounces look identical to explosive materials. Terrorists have used powder-based explosives disguised as innocent products, and security can't tell the difference just by looking. The truth is, even legitimate protein powder in original packaging gets flagged constantly. Organic powders, specialty supplements, and anything with unusual ingredients face even stricter scrutiny. Some countries ban protein supplements entirely, treating them as controlled substances. Here's the part that surprises health-conscious travelers. The rules vary dramatically by destination. What's perfectly legal in the United States might be considered a controlled substance in Japan, Singapore, or the UAE. That whey protein isolate could land you in serious legal trouble in countries with strict supplement laws. So here's what experienced fitness travelers do. Pack protein powder in small containers under 12 ounces, always keep original labels, and research your destination's supplement laws before you fly. Better yet, consider protein bars or other solid alternatives that don't trigger powder restrictions. Item 3. Power banks. Over 32,000 milliamp hours. You've invested in that massive power bank, the one that can charge your phone 5 times over and keep your tablet running for days. It's the perfect travel companion for long flights and destinations with unreliable power. But on January 28, 2025, everything changed for high-capacity power banks. Picture this scenario. An Airbus A320 was cruising at 35,000 feet when a passenger's legally permitted power bank suddenly caught fire. The lithium battery overheated, filled the cabin with toxic smoke, and forced an emergency evacuation upon landing. No one was seriously injured, but the incident sent shockwaves through the aviation industry. Here's what happened next. Aviation authorities worldwide said never again and implemented immediate restrictions. Power banks over 32,000 milliamp hours, or 160 watt hours, are now completely banned from both carry-on and checked luggage. Even smaller ones between 20,000 to 32,000 milliamp hours require advanced airline approval before you can fly. The twist that catches most travelers? They have no idea what their power bank's capacity actually is. That sleek device you bought online might look compact, but if it doesn't clearly display its milliamp hour rating, or if the numbers are worn off, security will assume it's over the limit and confiscated. Here's the move to protect yourself. Before every trip, check the label on your power bank. If it's over 32,000 milliamp hours, leave it home. If it's between 20,000 to 32,000 milliamp hours, contact your airline at least 48 hours before departure to get approval, and always keep power banks in your carry-on. They're never allowed in checked luggage due to fire risk. Item 2. Mercury thermometers. You're packing your family's medical supplies for an international trip. That old glass thermometer with the silver liquid inside has been in your medicine cabinet for years. It's just a basic medical device, right? Wrong. That innocent-looking thermometer just became a hazmat-level emergency waiting to happen. Here's what's really happening behind the scenes. That silver liquid is mercury, one of the most toxic substances known to science. If that glass breaks in an airplane cabin, customs area, or anywhere in an airport, it triggers a full hazmat response. We're talking evacuation, decontamination teams, and potentially shutting down entire terminal sections. The truth is, airport security has dealt with mercury spills before, and they're not taking chances anymore. After several incidents in 2024 where broken mercury thermometers caused flight delays and terminal evacuations, airports worldwide implemented zero-tolerance policies. Here's the part that catches travelers off guard. Even if the thermometer is intact and properly packed, security will confiscate it immediately. There's no negotiation, no, but it's never broken before argument that works. The risk is simply too high for them to allow it through. So here's what smart travelers do instead. Switch to digital thermometers before you travel. They're more accurate, easier to read, and won't turn your vacation into a toxic waste cleanup operation. If you must travel with a thermometer for medical reasons, make sure it's alcohol-based or digital, never mercury. Item 1. Fresh fruit, even a single apple. Picture this. You're on a long-haul flight from Los Angeles to Sydney. You packed a healthy apple for the journey, but fell asleep and forgot to eat it. As you're going through customs, you figure it's just fruit. What's the harm? That single piece of fruit just became a $420 fine, and in some cases, it can reach over $1,000. Here's what most travelers don't realize. That innocent apple isn't just fruit to customs officers, it's a potential biological weapon. Every piece of fresh produce carries microscopic organisms, bacteria, and insects that might not exist in the destination country. One contaminated apple could introduce an invasive species that devastates entire agricultural industries. The truth is, customs officers have seen it happen. In 2019, a single passenger's undeclared mangoes led to a fruit fly outbreak that cost California farmers millions of dollars. It's not paranoia. It's pattern recognition based on real disasters. Here's the twist most travelers never learn. Even if you declare the fruit, they'll still confiscate it. The difference is declaration saves you from the fine. Stay silent, and you're looking at penalties that start at $300 and can escalate quickly if they suspect you're hiding other items. So here's the move experienced travelers use. Eat all fresh produce before landing, or toss it in the airplane trash during final descent. Never try to bring it through customs, even if it's from the airplane meal. The risk isn't worth it, and the rules don't care about your good intentions. The hidden pattern behind these bans. Now that you've seen these 7 items, you might notice a pattern. None of these bans exist to make your life difficult. They're responses to real incidents, genuine threats, and documented problems that have occurred in the past. The Apple ban? Biological disasters that cost millions. The mercury thermometer restriction? Actual hazmat emergencies in airports. Power bank limitations? Fires that forced emergency evacuations. Each rule has a story, and understanding that story helps you see why compliance isn't optional. Here's what seasoned travelers understand that newcomers miss. Customs and immigration officers aren't trying to ruin your trip. They're protecting their countries from threats that most people never consider. But their job is enforcement, not education. And I didn't know won't save you from consequences. Your action plan for safe travel. Before your next international trip, take these steps to avoid becoming another cautionary tale. First, research your destination's specific restrictions, not just general travel advice. What's banned in one country might be perfectly legal in another. Second, when in doubt, leave it out. That questionable item isn't worth the risk of fines, confiscation, or legal trouble. Pack conservatively and focus on items you know are universally acceptable. Third, always declare questionable items rather than risk the consequences of concealment. Declaration might result in confiscation, but concealment can result in fines, legal trouble, and permanent travel restrictions. Finally, stay informed about changing regulations. The rules evolve constantly, especially in our post-2025 security environment. What was acceptable last year might be banned today, and what's legal today might be restricted tomorrow. Conclusion. 7 everyday items, 7 potential disasters. But now you know the hidden rules that catch thousands of unprepared travelers every single day. More importantly, you understand why these rules exist and how to navigate them successfully. Remember, successful travel isn't about fighting the system, it's about understanding it. These restrictions might seem arbitrary or excessive, but they're based on real experiences and genuine risks that most travelers never consider. Before your next trip, take a few minutes to research, prepare, and pack intelligently. Your future self will thank you when you breeze through customs while other travelers deal with fines, confiscations, and delays. If this video saved you from a potential customs nightmare, you'll definitely want to see what happens when you're randomly selected for secondary screening. It's not what most people think, and it's information every traveler needs before their next flight. Hit that like button if this helped you avoid a costly mistake, subscribe for more insider travel tips, and drop a comment below. Have you ever been caught with a banned item? Share your story and help fellow travelers learn from your experience. Safe travels, and remember, knowledge is your most valuable travel document.